Ryan.
The problem is he didn't put a radio edit on, so I have to go and find the like.
Yeah, but if he lets us use it for an intro, we can just cut it.
Just do it, bro. What's he gonna do?
Just you guys chat while I find the right spot.
It's about 1 minute 30 in.
Is she bang on, eh?
Bro, this is... You're
So
talking to DJ Swift Tech here, bro.
Put it by the...
So it's like this.
That's a great intro song.
It'll just fade out.
That's the slickest fade out I've ever seen. And one last piece of the intro.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, me too.
Go. I should go closer to the mic. Oh. Cheers, boys.
Monster.
Guys,
We're waiting for the call.
This whole week I've been thinking about, should we be alarmed with the amount of aspartame that's three are taking in
Okay,
on a weekly basis?
Hold up. How many shows have we done now? This is number
41.
41.
We've been going for a
Plus
year.
2 BJJ shows.
Okay, plus 2 BJJ shows. How
By
many
my
of those
maths,
do you
that's
think
43.
we've missed around about?
Half of
Oh,
one.
man.
Half
How
of
many
one
what?
episode.
Now, how many have we missed since the start?
Well, we've been going for a year. Al and myself did the first one last year, February or January.
Yeah. It was strictly
What?
coffee before then.
We've not no champagne. I suppose you don't need champagne. We'll get one of the monsters with the plastic cap, shake it up.
Yeah.
50 episodes.
That's
That
going
we're
to get a
talking
Okay.
little bit sticky.
Okay, well.
Your
So
episode
40
50 is going to be
episodes.
gangster.
Well, let's be. How long have we been doing the monsters for? Yeah,
I'm going to
No.
say, hey, I don't know.
30 episodes.
about. Maybe.
Let's
Okay,
let's
so
say
30
in the
episodes.
last 6 months you've consumed how many monsters just on the show?
We spent
4 months.
approximately 560 rand on monsters over
Oh,
the last.
So in the
30
last
shows.
6 months probably had like over 20 monsters.
Now, times that by 1,665
Well-
rand on monsters. If Monster just sponsored us, we could be saving boatloads of money.
We
Look at
we
that.
went straight to...
If Monster sponsored us, we could each buy a show roll within a year if we on the Monster money.
The crazy thing is, look, I know it's also Chris Cyborg, but the amount of boxes she just randomly gets all the time, like
Yeah.
it's just like nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, how much does this cost Monster? This must cost Monster like 3 or 4 rand.
7 cents.
Something stupid. You're paying 19 to 24 rand Monster. It's madness. So what's
Well,
news?
I don't know, it feels weird. There's no guest here. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's nice.
I feel like I'm...
It's very relaxing.
It's like I'm back at home.
It feels so hot and claustrophobic in here.
It's very hot and claustrophobic here because I've closed the windows because there's fucking too many creatures in this area that are making
Yeah.
noise. And
and everyone bitches about it.
A cricket got into my lounge and now I can't find it, and it's just going.
have you oaks ever hunted a mole? Did we have this conversation already?
I think we had it off air last year.
I want to
last-
Google
last
this thing.
week.
Hold on, let's
So
Google this
Google a mole cricket. For anybody that's listening, here's some free information for you. If you hear a mole cricket, it
Oh
makes
my
yeah,
word,
dude.
no thank you.
Oh
Dude,
man,
pull up a
that's
full image.
nasty.
thing. No, I don't want to look at this.
Dude, I promise you. Go into your garden with a bucket with water and sunlight, and you pour it in over the noise, and then this fucking thing crawls out, dude. This is an alien, but it's not even from this planet, 100%.
That's craziness, bro.
Damn it. This
Doesn't even look like a
exist.
regular cricket.
Dude, those things are so loud. I promise you, there's one outside our window. When it would stop, my ears would start ringing. They're fucking beasts. Anyway. Yeah, dude, what's happening? Not much. Just been on the grind, getting ready for...
ADCC.
Yeah.
I see you brought us a little prezi.
Yeah. Well, I was given a present.
Oh,
Shout
a big pen.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Kamal.
What's that sea cart?
No idea, bro. But it's like ready to rock and roll straight out the tube. No charging, no recharging.
You said 90% of it is.
I'm hoping. You know what the thing is? You know what I've come to realize about people who use a lot of cannabis products? Is that they tend to be very unaware of actually what is happening.
True story, true story.
Like this guy, for example, with the 5 milligram jelly babies, which turned out to be 500 milligrams of death.
Oh, man.
I gave him the 15 and
Yeah, I was
going
going to say the 5 was beautiful.
Well,
You know, you ended one of the people who came to Tanner's 21st.
Who? I gave a 15 milligram to Anthony. Edible, 15 milligram, and he seemed 1,000% fine.
One of Tanner's friends who hadn't had any of that before, and then she proceeded to not realize what she had completely consumed and got drunk as well.
Who was it? Tassie?
No, Taryn, I think.
Did she get hit with a green fever?
But I didn't
She
give her a
looked
gummy.
Dead.
Dead as
She
eh?
snuck one. Oh no, she didn't have a gummy. She had one of Anthony's brownies.
Even worse.
Never tried edibles in her life.
Or,
Smashed that after like 4 or 5 GNTs. She was donezo's by like.
dude, we had to do like speeches in our tennis 21st, and we had edibles, and then we had smoked some as well. By the time I got to speeches, I was like in a different solar system, bro. I was just like, I was sitting there like, oh my goodness.
What are you plugging in there?
My cell phone. I need to charge it.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I've got to keep up with the gram. Can
Here we
you
go.
send me the Instagram login details, please?
Again.
Again.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I got like a million notifications.
Yeah, it's dodgy, eh? I don't post dick pics and stuff on there, dude. You hear me? And what's happening with you fellas? I'm super excited for this fight week, if I'm honest.
I've just recovered from flu.
Barely.
Barely.
Was
No,
the
it's just my nose that's left, and we did 8 rounds of sparring today, and oh my goodness, my lungs took a hammering. You know, like when you're the coach in a gym, every oak's coming for you as hard as they can, and like they just like every grip they're getting is fucking like, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, you want to get
I'm not feeling like
Finish him.
you want to get the Von flu, not the flu.
this, like, bro.
Pass
On that
that
note,
to
we
Rock.
are
No,
Get
thank you.
funnier, bro.
I can't. I'm trapped here.
Get
You're not
funnier.
trapped, Rourke.
I'm fully trapped here.
Rourke.
No, I'm fine.
Rourke.
I'm fine.
Listen, kids, please don't
You
do
can't
this.
be part of the monster and the coffee and not be part of the weed pen.
I'm good.
Rourke.
I'm using this one as
He's
a
ketogenic,
research.
bro. He's ketogenic.
Oh my goodness.
He's catatonic, as some of my friends would say. Yeah, dude, I did Don Major's stand-up seminar on the weekend. That was
Oh,
pretty
nice, China.
cool. Yeah.
Donny match.
You're not a fan of the seminar setup, but I dig it, bro. Let me
I
explain
would
to you why.
support like that type of thing. I'd support people in our group. The only thing I wasn't available this weekend, number one, and
Surprise.
What happened this weekend?
number two, you were apparently leaving baby car seats in the rain this weekend. 7,000 rand baby car seats in the rain.
We just spoke about this. I'm trying to relax.
This is the only hour a day I get out of my house. Let me to relax.
I mean, yeah, I'm not a massive fan of seminars, but
You know what I like, and especially in a stand-up seminar, like, so I did at Cyborgs when she was here, and it was like super like not a mass amount of detail, like very simple kind of stuff.
yeah,
Don was like very concept based, which was fucking
awesome.
That's exactly what I was after, because someone in my position who's done a lot of traditional boxing and not a lot of MMA striking, like spent a lot of time like watching and trying to study MMA striking, but never really just had I don't have the time to do Muay Thai, BJJ, boxing, kickboxing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So BJJ was the choice for me. So seminar just gives me that kind of opportunity to learn like a concept like that and understand it from someone on Don's level on how it works, and
Yeah.
you know, just for my better understanding, which was really, really, really cool. Yeah, great seminar, dude. It was
Awesome,
very,
dude.
very cool. Very cool. Don's a fucking
I wouldn't
brilliant-
have doubted it.
Don's an amazing teacher as well, dude.
Yeah.
That dude's he's gonna be a great coach one day.
And he underrates himself.
Yeah, he's not like it's quite funny because he's like, I think he's a little bit hesitant to like really get into it now. And he was speaking to Fabes over what he was saying and understand what he was saying. But dude, he's so good at articulating what he's trying to show you. You know what I mean? And like everything that Don teaches is taught to like end a fight. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not everything he does with intention to end, which is also cool. And how he sets up and shifts power and stuff like that was cool. I really enjoyed it, man. And it was a cool concept to take home. It was
Nice.
rad. Yeah.
Nice. How many
Nice.
people were there?
There was a lot actually, dude. Probably about 30, 40 people.
That's good, bro.
There's a photo of it somewhere. I think Laura tagged me in it today. Yeah, good turnout, bro. Like, it was in Warriors of Faith. So they had like two kind of separate mats, and both mats were decked out.
Where is that gym?
Delta Park. It's
Nice.
like Blaigari, Linden. It's at the
Okay,
Delta
that's
Park
not so
School,
far.
actually. Yeah, it's close to Parkhurst, bro. Like super close.
Are those mats permanently in that hall?
I assume so, because it's puzzle mats, but it's a lot of mats to
Yeah.
deck out and take out all the time.
Yeah, remember when Fifth Element first started? We used to deck those mats
Yeah,
out every
dude.
Saturday morning. Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
What a last.
Even during the week, bro.
Then we got axed. We got axed from that one, from the puzzle mats, but it's fine.
You know, you win some, you lose some. I heard it's not a tough situation, so we can talk about it freely.
We're on all the stressful topics for Rook today.
So why do you say?
Wait,
Just
why do
if
you
you're
say,
so stressed, then just have some of this.
dude?
No,
If
I'm
you
fine.
really want to relax,
No,
This will be
I'm
great for
checking
you.
Warren out first because him and I usually have similar reactions to these things.
No
So I'm
way.
watching him.
dude.
No,
You'll
it's
be
not after
fine, bro.
California. We won't have the same reaction after
Okay.
California.
Don't challenge me, Warren. I'm fine. No, that's not the other thing.
Listen,
Mike
what-
arrived home today
You-
and he's like, how's the Land Rover running? I'm like, what do you mean? How's the Land Rover running? I haven't driven it. He's like, wait, what do you mean? Like, in the last couple of days or? And I was like, since you left. He's like, no, you have to drive it all the time. Otherwise, the oil set, it's not going to start. So that was fun getting that thing started. Had to have power cables.
Michael-
Start a vlog, bro. Start a vlog.
Michael's also the owner of the baby car seat that we spoke about earlier.
It's fine.
Good times.
I checked.
Listen, what I really want to know is why do you think MMA is biased?
Oh, get straight into it. Boom.
I just wanted to ask.
Okay, just wait before we start this. Give me 1 sec.
Boy, you know what's going to happen? You're going to create this situation where we have to waffle while you make us wait instead of answering
waffle,
the question.
Go ahead. Wait, jeez. You have quite the...
Are you looking for a video?
looking for a little cheeky picture.
Listen, both of you guys' picks for the upcoming UFC suck, just so you know.
Oh, listen.
Were they similar to yours?
No.
So you think
Mostly.
Romero's going to win?
No. Yokes both picked. Have you watched the countdown?
No, I haven't.
Have you watched the countdown? No, you haven't. You should have watched the countdown before you made
Are we
your
talking
picks.
about the staph infection?
No, not the staph infection. I'm talking about Joanna. I know we all love Joanna,
I watched the vlog today.
but she is gonna get murdered.
No, bro.
I'm telling you, dude.
That Wally Zhang had to spend like 2 weeks in the Middle East and then 2 weeks in the UK just so that she could get to America.
But you see, if you watched the show, you'd know she had a phone call with her mom, and now she feels fine.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
now we can talk about
Hey,
it.
my boy,
Now we can talk
my
about
boy Baptist. What a biscuit.
You know, I just heard that certain fights at... What was it? Was it
RFC.
RFC? Were really sketchily handled in terms of judging and
Yeah, but he wasn't involved in that.
reffing. Oh, damn it. We'll leave him up.
So
I don't want to look at him the whole podcast.
look, I'm with you. We're gonna deep dive into this eventually as we find the right segue to do it at some point. But we all know that MMA, for the most part, has a lot of problems, a lot of idiots. Baptist is supposed to have stepped down. Why the fuck is he still there? Because
I
he's
heard-
still there and he's still making cuck.
Well, I heard that he only stepped down from the professional side, that he's still in charge of the amateur side.
You know what you call that? A doers.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what yeah, I've heard now as well that he's messing with.
You're probably gonna see him on Sunday.
He's messing with people that are doing a really good job.
Oh, you
at
going to
MMA,
nationals, eh?
Mm-hmm. On Sunday.
You know, it's not the entire group there that's.
It's amazing how the group that is predominantly seen as the part pulling down the sport is the same group trying to get rid of the people that are commonly seen as the guys lifting the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, because you got a group. We've sat with them. There's a group doing really, really, really good stuff at MMA, say. And then there's
Baptist and his cronies. Just
Yeah.
fucking everything up.
it's nice to see that Nationals is in Durban though, since they
And you
pulled
know-
the biggest. They did pull the biggest group last year, so I think
And they
that's
did the
only
most
fair.
for the sport last year.
Yeah. Out of their own fucking
Shout out
pockets.
to Justin Ferry and William Uber.
And
Wait,
there's a lot of problems with Oaks asking financials, is what I'm hearing.
Talk
again.
about
You
William-
mentioned the word financials and you got problems there, dude.
All I know is that KZN offer fully audited financials.
All I know is that Kadazin should be running the show.
I agree. William Uberholzer, who's not a Super's coach. Hey, that is correct.
And just for the record, he's not a ringleader of steroids. That was just a joke.
I get sensitive when you put up that.
Did he
photo.
Jimmy Durbin? He's like, oh, you were saying I'm the ringleader. I'm like, I didn't say that. Okay, fine, I didn't say that. But it was just a joke.
Just a joke.
Did you guys see Dallas Jacoby's fighting Aries?
Yeah, and he's not fighting a fucking Palooka either, bro.
Prove
The
that
Oaks like
shit, dude.
20-11, and he's running like a 5-fight win streak, and 3 of those fights were in Bellator, like main card. Like,
And he won a bonus in his last fight
I know.
from Aries. I'm trying to remember. I think Aries might have said that he got a 50,000 bonus. Can't be.
Yeah,
Maybe
probably.
Dollars.
Yeah.
Maybe 50,000 or whatever.
That guy looks.
Gregory Babana.
That guy looks like a mixture between like Ngannou and Uriah Hall.
He looks a little bit like Ibrahim.
He does
Mane.
look. At first I thought it was Ibra, like as a first saw it. Yes, you see that to stretch Dallas's
His
photo.
nickname is Blade. That's not a good
Listen,
start.
dude, someone with a 20-11 record with.
Dude, just hang on. What does it say here? Oh, $10,000 after winning the $10,000. Jeez, dude, that's a
That's
decent
a lot of
fucking
money, bro.
bonus, eh?
Yeah.
If that's what those are handing out for bonus of the night, like
They're like
performance of the
show.
night.
They've one show in, bro. And they're giving out $10,000 bonuses.
Like, do you think we're gonna
Look,
get in
with that
trouble for
said-
playing this?
With that said, nah, I doubt it, bro. Wait, what promotion is it?
I can't see. That's Bellator.
I think that's Bellator, bro. Like, probably avoid anything.
Or you just have to drop that off with the air parrot, and then we can watch it. Dude, and these oaks have signed up some fucking good fighters.
Well,
eh?
you just saw their
Nordin Taleb, bro.
Yeah, Nordin
I watched
Taleb.
that oak in Abu Dhabi, bro.
I love how they were like, oh, an African fighter, Nordin Taleb. Like, he wasn't even born in Africa. And he lived in Canada his whole life.
It should be signed.
Oh,
After all of that,
we
dude.
got.
That's
Hamid
fine.
X.
That's fine.
Yes, see, Army lock.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, good for
Nice.
Dallas.
Are there
Gonna
any
get
other
paid.
South Africans on that Aries 2 card?
Not that I've seen just yet.
Is Aries 3 or Aries 4 in South Africa? No, they are. They're coming here this
No,
year.
yeah, I know, but there's nothing official.
Main card. Here we go.
Hector Sandoval. Shit, that got a raw deal, eh? He's a Team Alpha Male fighter.
John Moraga is also ex-UFC, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going.
Do you
through. They
see,
also
do you
signed
see
Juan
Renier
Adams
Derrida's
as a-
fighting for the one title?
Yeah, he's gonna
Fuck,
fight.
he's like it.
What's his name? The
Ong Sang Lang.
Yeah, Unsang Lang, bro. That dude's a
And that
beast,
dude's
eh?
good, eh? Who did he
Yeah.
just dispatch in his last fight? Like a big name.
At light
Brandon
heavyweight.
Vera, bro.
Yeah, he smashed
Yeah.
Brandon Vera at light heavyweight.
Yo,
Bro.
check out boy Rug Rug's back, eh?
Rug.
What do you do? Luis Henrique's also just left the
6'4".
UFC, eh?
Holy smokes!
He's a monster, dude. He's an absolute monster. But you know what's going to happen with a guy like Rug? I don't know much about even Ramanov. 5-0, eh? It's a tough task, man. Like,
my money's
entering
on
into
Ivan.
MMA like that.
Well, Aries' goal is to be the premier Euro-African promotion in the
Yeah.
world. So they want to be number one in Africa and number one in Europe.
Yeah.
Is Rizlan getting her run back with...
She's supposed to be. But yeah, I thought it was going to be on this card.
Scroll down.
And you know, dude, being a French
More
promotion trying to go into France, they're not just going to get some chump
Yeah,
French dude.
This Gregory cat isn't a
Will
spring.
this officially be the first MMA card in France?
No, this
Or-
is in Belgium. It was
Oh,
supposed to be.
oh,
It was
yes.
supposed to be in France, but there was like there was that weird like judiciary thing, and it was the bills were passed or not passed, and then like it just took too long, so
Yeah.
they had to move to Belgium.
That would have been epic for them, though. Hey? The first
Yeah.
MMA.
See, I think that was their whole plan. Was look, I don't know if it was to get ahead of the UFC, because my suspicion is that Aries is working quite closely with the UFC. They've got a good relationship because they're
So-
on Fight Pass.
Just to rephrase, that's not the first MMA event in France. It's to be the first caged MMA event
Yeah.
in France.
Yeah,
Or was meant to be.
because that would be cool. So they'd like kind of feel out the waters
Yeah.
as like a test run for the UFC.
Yeah.
Be super interesting.
He fought a lot of Russians, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, he fought Joe Dirksen over there. And Rich Antonito. Yeah,
I
it's
just
like not a schlum, man.
I just saw a picture of Roberto Soldic with GSP. Hope GSP is not getting back in the testing pool, bro.
Yeah, yes. He contaminated by bodily contact with.
Breath, boy.
What are you trying to? What are you trying to
Steroids
say?
by breath.
I'm trying to say he's on all the.
Let me tell
steroids.
you a funny story. I was talking to someone the other day, someone in MMA. I can't remember who it was. And I was like, "Yo, there's that gym in Germany, man, with the dude's all full of juice." And they're like, "UFD." I was like, "That's the one." How do you know that? It was pretty funny. But yeah, man, it's like you said, the word on the street is that Aries is coming here this year, which is going to be super cool. I mean, they've lapped
makes
up a few
sense.
South Africans already. I'm hearing that they're interested in a few more, and quite some big names.
So who have they got now? They've obviously got Triple H and they've got Dallas. Who else have they signed up?
I don't think anyone else yet,
Okay.
but I think there's definitely going to be some more. I've heard a few guys that have got offers, but
I
like
mean,
in
they
the
must
past.
they must want someone like Tabani Mdabella. Like those
Yeah,
those
I
must
would
be like
definitely
great
think so.
signings for
They
them.
would I would definitely think so. This is one of the things, and this is one of the themes that we're seeing already now this year. Sorry, this computer does weird shit. Is almost like a exodus of fighters, dude, and it's not slowing down.
So who's left recently?
Let's try and figure it out. Maybe pull up the EFC fighters roster. So the ones we can name. Okay, let's go back from this whole year. So Don Madge going to the UFC, Dave Mazzani retiring, BK.
But okay, so let's start with the heavyweights here. Just scroll up a little bit. So Jared's gone back to LFA, right?
Yeah. No, but he's fighting in a different promotion now where he started.
Okay.
It's not LFA. It's
But he's not
something
in the-
else.
he's not
But
ready-
he's on the American circuit basically.
Yeah, he's not coming back here for a while.
No, possibly never.
Scroll down. Jacasa's
Yeah,
out.
Jacasa's gone.
Tony Mustard's not here anymore.
Elvis.
Formulan's moved to Australia. He's not. Am I right? It is Formulan.
Yeah, I think so.
Scroll down.
Vessel, business is smiling. Elvis is boxing. Funzel's retired. Ivan Stradom, nobody wants to see that.
Scroll down.
Dude, 0-4, bro. Come on now.
I mean, he just fought at Risen. I know that the indication is he's coming back to
Yeah.
the UFC, but I don't know.
Stuart Austin.
Austin's out of there.
Alain Badeau still waking up from the knockout after Champion Dolce.
Yeah, but he's been fighting regularly on like international scene since then.
Shaw Dean, we don't know. Dolce, UFC. Okay, some dudes have moved on there, clearly. Okay.
I wonder where Tamelo's at.
I don't think he's fighting, bro.
Drickus obviously bounces between the two
Rene
organizations.
de Ridder, like we just said, is about to
One.
fight for the title. Torbjorn, I don't ever see him coming back.
Junaid is on the UK scene again.
Almost all of the TF1 contestants that are at middleweight have gone elsewhere.
Yeah. Max is serving the greatest suspension in history.
Dallas has just signed for Aries. Shit, dude, it's a lot of people, eh?
Yeah, I think they definitely need to update the roster.
Keep going. Bahati.
Georgie hasn't fought in forever. Haratek's on the European scene. Bahati's in Bellator.
Brennan just signed for Dream.
Is it?
Management company, yeah. I saw that.
The Dream Management Company.
Yeah, Dream Management, Dream Sports Management.
Oh,
The
I
same
thought
the
that
same
was-
Dream as like the guys that ran the Dream events in K1.
No idea.
No, have a look here. Check.
Let's.
Dream was the old
Yeah, because when I googled it,
Yakuza crew that
I have a feeling, just an inkling on basically what I've been seeing from Brendan Lazar. I think Brendan Lazar is trying to get into a different promotion.
maybe. But he was like the other day he was talking about
That's about Drickers.
and that if he had to fight Gareth again to get a shot at Drickus, he would.
Come on, dude. Like, neither of those rematches really make sense. Cool, we can see
Yeah.
them. We've got no problem because it's big fights. But,
There we go.
Yeah, it's not the same Dream. Okay.
Check these guys using the same format as us. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For a second, I was like, I'm sure Dream doesn't exist anymore. Okay.
Well, Dream was the like some of the leftover Pride guys that wanted to restart. Am I correct? Right?
I think so.
It was Sakubara and
Sakuraba.
crew. So those who don't know, like Pride was rolled off on Yakuza money. It didn't make any money its whole lifespan. Then they like fixed the books and got the UFC to buy it. And then when the UFC bought it, they realized that all they really bought was like an inventory of video. Like they hadn't really, they
I
didn't.
forgot about that. Yeah.
So
Some cool videos, dude.
so like when they bought Strikeforce, they bought everyone's contracts with it. So they got this whole roster of fighters that came over. But when they bought Pride, the Pride the contracts weren't included in the sale, but they didn't realize it. So when they bought it, all they bought was a this catalog of video and the right to use the name in future events, but they had none of the guys under contract anymore.
Yeah, I heard they got proper shasted out of that one.
So then the Dream Oaks went. So then some of those Oaks, I think Sakubara and that crew went and started Dream, and then they also. Oh no, sorry, Dream was the K1 guys, wasn't it?
Dude, we're gonna have to Google this.
Just Google Dream. Dream was either the K1 guys or it was Sakubara. But then Sakubara did Ryzen now.
Yeah. Bit of history for you folks.
Prize event K1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
former
yeah,
part.
okay,
You
yeah.
replaced FEG's previous run mixed martial arts fight series heroes. Yeah. I
All
think it was
Yakuza money
MMA.
though.
You know, like, do you know that a lot of people think that altcoins, vast majority of altcoins, is actually run by Yakuza?
Is it?
Jeez.
I know someone who was working for a big Bitcoin company. He was going between Tokyo and Luxembourg and London, and literally left his job because he came to realize that it was filled with Yakuza. And then
Not
shortly
surprised.
after he left, the company was shut down by like the CIA.
Okay.
Okay, back to it, right?
This guy? Who is this guy?
Swarovski.
Christian
Bobo. Christian
bro.
Bobo.
He's actually not the worst fighter, to be honest.
I'm sure I saw him in Captain.
So what's
Phillips.
happening with Soridovic?
Dude, that's that whole crew. If one comes, I guess a few of them come. So from what I understood, with
Is he the one who got the dolloping from
Elaine.
Elaine?
It was a good fight, dude. It was a good fight. I think if Joe comes, he comes, and Alice Odlian comes all together.
Oh, it's a buy one get three.
Yeah.
Seems like
It's
a
like
deal.
a discount deal.
I think it just should. So you're getting 3 international guys, and you don't have to bring out different cornermen and stuff. So they come together as like a pack, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing him back in there. He's pretty good. I'll actually. He would make a great matchup for someone like Justin Smith, like a grappling heavy kind of, like strong dude.
I still
When's
want
Justin Smith coming back, bro?
Well, he's supposed to be in the next event.
But he's not on the card.
There's nothing. No, the next event. Not
Oh,
this one.
oh,
the
Why not
next one,
put
the one that was
him?
supposed to be
Why
in
not
Cape
do
Town.
him and Luke Michael?
I think that's actually what they're talking about.
That's
That's what Graham said. I'm sure that's what he said on the show. Yeah, it was Justin Smith versus Luke Michael. That's what they're trying to do.
At welterweight.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Because they were supposed to be in Cape Town, but it doesn't
I'm
look
sure
like
you
that's
see
going to happen.
Giovanni back. Jeez, shame. That guy came, made a return, and then caught old Justin Smith.
Marcel is
Shame.
in the same bench as Max.
Yeah.
Don't touch the bench.
Wade doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon.
He's at PFA now, him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been there for a while. Pupanga trying to get in
Trestle.
there. 3 and 4.
Oh yeah,
I
Pupanga's
think it's actually meant to
return.
be 3 and 7, isn't it?
3 and
Let's have a
7.
look, yeah.
Well,
Whatever.
Yeah, he wants back in, eh?
correct, sir.
Wait for it.
He was.
Boom.
I don't know what he was talking about there, but anyway, he's basically just trying to get back in. He says he needs 2 more fights.
But I don't understand why he can't get a fight. I mean, it seems pretty simple to get a fight.
One just
If you're easy to work with, I'm sure there's a fight to be made.
Conrad.
I would, yeah. That was there was a bit of back and forth.
Well,
last
they were
year.
booked, weren't they? And then
Yeah, they were.
it fell
Conrad
through.
broke his arm, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He had that weird thing on his elbow, which takes a week to heal. No, I'm joking.
Gordon's looking for a fight. Make that a middleweight. Then it's an easy cut
The
for both of them
rematch.
to make 3. Yeah.
As Gordon would say, beg me. That's what he said, guys. I don't know why you guys are laughing. That really happened.
No, I'm just thinking matchups. Him versus Gordon. You could. put
Nothing
him
goes
versus-
by that Al doesn't see.
I
though.
see everything, my bro.
He's all-seeing MMA
I'm the guru.
guru.
Who else for Pupanga? Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, so
He could take a Kundari.
him and versus Luca.
Kutendari.
You could even do
How
him and
Dare you?
But why
How
can't
dare
he? Why
you?
not? Kundari's record similar.
Mm-hmm. My boy gonna get hurt.
you could do Pupanga versus Luke. You could do Pupanga versus Bruno.
There's so many fights to make.
DRC on DRC.
I don't
love.
understand how Pupanga can't get a fight.
Yeah, Pupanga versus Conrad. Conrad doesn't have an opponent.
Sean versus
Pupanga versus P.T. Coxon.
Yeah.
Yes, that's not
All
a
those
bad
fights
one,
are
huh?
great.
Done, bro.
Although Would you want to climb into a cage with Pupanka Trestle?
I thought you were going to say P.D. Coxon. I was like, I just headbutt him on the jaw a little bit.
Oh no. Oh no. This thing's going south. Super quick.
Oh, Henry Fadipe, hey? If only he had a passport, how different the landscape would have been.
Has he fought in recent years at all?
I don't think so.
Oh, you got knocked out at... Yeah, got knocked dead at...
Oh, we definitely need to try and see that.
Although people didn't mind him, yeah.
They didn't mind him.
This thing, yeah.
Henry Fadipe drugs. What is that?
Whoa.
Pair charged with €100,000 drug possession in Tesco.
This can't be the same Henry
No.
Fadipe.
Well,
This
it's
can't
in
be,
UK,
dude.
bro.
Holy shit.
This feels like the Sades thing all
I'm
over
like,
again.
my heart's even racing. I'm so excited.
Two
right
men
now.
appeared. Oh, come.
Show the pictures.
2 men appeared in Nass District Court Thursday, charged with exchange.
Oh, come on, man. What is it saying?
This thing is dick.
Just get rid of it, bro.
I'm trying to get rid of it.
Just
1 hour access is 49 cents.
No, just restart the
What?
page. Restart the page.
Hold on.
Does this thing want us to pay to read its article? I think we just got honey dick dogs.
2018.
There we go.
2018 is... No, man. He fought since then, surely.
Just click on that thing again, Rourke. I could read the first part so quickly.
Screen grab it.
Robert Brown, 30, with the address of 24, with possession of 200,000 in Tesco car park.
Oh.
Just restart it again.
Dude.
So they're saying that Henry Fadipe exchanged €100,000 worth of.
Can we confirm that that page is real?
Well, I'm trying
Well,
to
then
load
the next thing says firearm seizure and it had Henry Fadipe's name in. I mean, Henry Fadipe is not a fucking regular name, bro. It's not like
It could be.
Michael Smith, you know, like.
There could be more than one, though. We have to find this shit here, bro.
That's crazy.
That is mental.
But, raw.
Full disclosure to everyone listening and watching, we
this
don't know
page
if
might be fake.
we also don't know if it's like the Henry Fadipe that's in the that fought in the EFC.
Dude, he's not exactly active on Facebook.
Yeah, but he's never been active on Facebook.
Do me a favor, Rourke. Go back to that page where the story was.
Rourke's like an ADD kid.
What's the name of that? The name of the website?
LeicesterLeader.ie.
It's like a local.
Google that and see if it's actually really real.
I mean,
Leinster Leader.
I think it's like a local paper, if that makes sense. Oh, it's an image.
It's not very good at this, is he?
Screw you guys.
I even gave you a mouse tonight, bro.
Not Leicester, Leinster. There we go, the top one.
Sorry, I thought it was...
No, you just clicked on Leicester, Rourke.
Sorry?
Just click on Did You Mean?
Boy, you're
Hey,
struggling.
wait. Provides news, events, and features from the Kildare area for the best.
Yeah, he's from Ireland, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Kildare is in Ireland. Listen,
How many Henry Fadipes
so
are
what
there
we
in
can
Ireland?
assume that there's a lot of
well-
similarities between this Henry Fadipe.
Okay, now just look at the second one. The second one said firearm seizure and had
But that's
Henry.
2014, eh?
Yeah, when last did Henry fight? Just
Don't
click
know,
on that
dude.
one.
No, he fought after this.
Also in Ireland, a man has pleaded not guilty for firearm charges after an
23.
air pistol and ammunition were allegedly seized at his home.
It's an air pistol, though, guys.
That's
Everyone
how
relax.
old Henry was in 2014.
Mr. Fadipe with an address.
And this is probably why he couldn't get a visa.
6mm caliber ASG make Dan Wesson model CO2 powered pistol. 6 mils, isn't that like
This island doesn't
BBs?
fuck around,
It's
eh?
a BB gun.
Yeah, bro.
What's
Alex
it-
getting arrested for a BB gun, dude.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Did he hold somebody up with it?
That seems like Henry got proper decking there.
And then he went
I
and did
wanna
some
know
drug
about
dealing.
He was like, you
Yeah.
know what, you motherfucker.
Allegedly. Let's just state that it's allegedly.
But yeah, I want to find out if it's real, though.
Yes, dude, this is... There we go. Sunday Tribune.
No, they're talking about fighting there.
Just
Oh, wait,
Google-
hold on.
Come on, Rourke, come on.
Let's do this thing.
Who was he supposed to fight? It was Drickus, eh?
Yeah, no, he got
Yeah.
knocked out by someone. Was his last fight? Yeah. Loss. By punch at Bama.
2017. When was he a drug dealer?
Oh.
Allegedly.
Just see what his age is on the topology as well.
He was born in.
His date of birth isn't on there. Look on the EFC page. Oh,
The
wow,
cowbells.
we got. Oh no! Why did I click on that guy?
Listen, just focus, Rourke. We need you to do better.
Rourke, you
But
know,
dude,
you know
imagine
it'll make
how-
your night way better.
No, you remember last time you gave me edibles, and then you guys wouldn't stop bitching that I couldn't do my job.
Well, not much has changed.
I think you did a better job on edibles.
Oh, come on, please.
Okay, cool. We're moving on with
Are we
Henry.
not moving on? We need
The
to
reality
find out.
is Henry Fadipe might actually be a drug dealer.
This thing sucks.
Might. Allegedly.
Allegedly done.
As per the Leinster leader.
Yeah, you can go if you've got 49.
What was that PDF you downloaded?
If you've got 49 cents to pay for an hour,
Okay,
you'll
here
get to
we
read the
go.
whole thing.
Yeah, no, just
Ooh.
Control F fund.
Is this like the whole
Control F?
newspaper? Oh,
Control
gosh.
F.
This dude's literally downloaded the whole newspaper.
Fadipe.
And you get to
Where is it? Here we go.
pay charged with. Yeah, down there.
Trying to get there.
There we go.
Bigger. We can't
Oh,
read that
wow.
small.
I can't read that. You're going to have to read it too.
Okay,
Oh, wait, here we go.
scroll across.
Here we go.
Scroll across so we can
How
read
do I
it.
scroll across here?
5
Oh,
kilograms of
come
cannabis.
I mean that.
I read.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Okay, 2 men appeared at Nass District Court last Thursday, March 8th, charged in connection with the exchange of 100,000 euros worth of drugs in the car park of Tesco in Newbridge. Robert Brown, 30, with an address listed as 24 Chesterfield Downs, Limerick, is charged with possession of 200,000 euros of cannabis. Herb at Tesco car park in Newbridge and possession of a drug for sale or supply on February 23rd last. Henry Fadipe, 26, with an address listed as 1991 apartment 6 block A, the Avenue Abilans, charged with possession of $100,000 worth of the drug on Edward Street, Newbridge. I mean,
So hang on.
okay, so this was what year was
20,
this?
2018, bro.
2018. Go look at Henry's.
2017 was his last fight.
Yeah, but go look at Henry's date of birth on the EFC website.
Dude, so just one very interesting question is that that thing said that it had 1.5 million rand, 5 kilos, for 5 kilos of weed. That's 300,000 rand a kilo. What fucking weed are these oaks selling, bro? Hey?
Okay, what is that? It was
Wow.
25 in 2017.
No, man. This is.
Yeah, but his last fight was 2017. You
Yeah, yeah.
update your bio every year that
Oh,
you
okay.
fight. So then he would have been 26 in 2018. He's named Henry Fadipe and he lives in Ireland.
Imagine we managed to uncover another picture of this real Henry Fadipe.
What if you hit images on that thing, on that search, bro? Maybe
There's
you see a
no-
picture of him going to court or something. Fuck, that'd be legit.
Shit.
We're
must
just
be the
missing.
leading-
We're just missing that killer piece, Rourke. We believe in you. Get us that
Rourke,
killer piece.
you know what's
boy.
going to get you that killer piece?
Oh,
Oh, you see,
dude, get rid of him. He's gonna.
Stitch doesn't believe that you can do your job
Yeah.
properly. So,
Go Stitch.
Oh my god, here we go.
Off Stitch.
oi.
And he's gonna sleep right there, the bastard.
Oh man, I just want to figure this out. I don't even want to talk about
Try the highlight that headline into Google and check images, bro.
How brutal is it that they post your street ad? Your
Yeah, dude. Guess what you're doing on Monday?
if
Fucking
you want to
moving house, dude.
if you want to find this guy that sells 100,000 euros worth of marijuana, this is his address. I'd be like,
Yeah, this
Fucking
is
sweet.
This is the other dude. I'm guessing. I don't think that dude's Henry Fadipe.
no.
Imagine.
This other article had the guy's address on it, eh? This one, yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
But it has to be the same dude.
Isn't
Like,
this,
what are the
Isn't
chances?
this that same one?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same
Address.
address.
So it's the same person, obviously,
Jeez.
with the BB gun and the drugs and the most expensive cannabis.
Okay. We've kind of waffled
How much
here.
is a
Let's
gram?
keep it-
How much is a gram of cannabis in South Africa?
I don't know.
Just, I'm sure if you Googled it, it'll
They're
tell you.
like between
Street
like
value of a gram.
indoor kind of stuff, probably like 80 to 150, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, it's-
Gram.
Maybe he was importing.
And it's 1,000 grams in a kilogram.
Yeah.
So 5,000 grams.
He was posting on Facebook on the 2nd of March.
Yeah, but you know that I'm not saying he is in prison, but you know that in prison you do have access to social media.
And a PS4 and a TV.
I know, but I'm not saying he's in prison, but you know, like sometimes these court cases can also be dragged out for years, bro.
No, true.
Can you just Google what the price of a gram of weed is in South Africa? The average cost.
Well, Henry Fadipe was selling weed for like $300 a gram, bro. Well, this MMA podcast has certainly taken a turn.
I think that was a great find.
Cannabis Expo, hit us up for a sponsor.
Weed
Hey.
prices.
Imagine they had like a full of...
$15 a gram. That's what they're saying
That
on
can't be,
there.
dude.
China.
Bro, this is probably written by somebody's mom, dude.
If there's one thing I've learned about like weed connoisseurs, they're very specific about their weed.
Here we go.
$15 a gram.
Mossel Bay, eh? Particularly, yes, it's gone by
Okay,
region.
just see
dude.
Joburg. Just see Joburg.
Check Western Cape, dude. $30, dude. We're in the wrong fucking business. We got to get out of here.
So $5 a gram. So 5
In
times.
I
Gauteng.
wonder what happens if we open this?
So that's only like 25 grand.
Does it tell you what they're selling? Oh, law enforcement. How crazy is
So
this
it's
website, dude?
$25,000 worth of weed at Johannesburg street value. But what's the higher end on there? Just
Bro, more importantly, how fucking
15.
crazy is this website?
30.
It's telling you about
George,
police
30.
presence.
For 5 grams.
Free State, Valcom, $120 an ounce.
Bro, do you know how hard it is to get fucking marijuana into the Free State, boy? Anyway.
Well, he was grappling in January last year. Let's have a look.
Yeah, but you see, you can grapple with the criminal record, boy. Who's gonna stop you?
As long as you do it in
Allegedly.
Ireland.
Allegedly.
We're not saying it is the same Henry Fadipe.
My boy
but it's
looking
very
thick
likely.
back up there, hey?
Sure.
Go back. Cheap.
Maybe not 100,000 euros of weed. Maybe a little bit
Stanozol,
more of a 100,000 euros with the stanozol.
Okay, please can we move on from Henry Fadipe?
Okay, let's go back.
But
to
for
the
sure,
roster.
let's keep an eye on that.
I'm definitely gonna go Google that when I get home.
Yes, dude. I gotta get the picture. I've gotta find more. It has to happen. Bro, let's take a look at UFC 2.
No, we didn't even finish on what we were doing with
The
What were we
exodus of EFC.
Oh shit!
I
Forgot
lost the
that.
page. Oh man. Okay, let's go back.
In fairness, I think it's just also that roster's like super outdated. Like,
No, it is.
I don't think there's been like a big move in the last 2 months or 6 months, but I think over like a two-year period, they've lost a lot of fighters.
Yeah, for sure. And so my question is, how many fighters have they signed in its time?
Who's that new dude that's fighting?
Cameron Simon,
Okay, besides Simon, the new
Diego Bandu,
Banju. I mean, they signed that.
Swanepoel, the young Swanepoel. Just not enough. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think both Swanepoel brothers are on there.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yo.
where are we now?
It just stops it.
Okay, can
There
we
we
just first talk about that advert that they ran at the EFC with the motor vehicle accident? How horrible it is to
It's so
witness
loud.
For sure.
that. That is like the
please.
worst thing ever at EFC,
Please
right?
cut that one.
They have to change that advert. That advert is so upsetting.
It's
Like,
also so loud. You sitting there,
it's like,
and then it's like, shh.
and you can see everyone's getting annoyed by it. Like,
And they played multiple times
Yeah,
in evening.
like we are literally watching people fight, and now you want to show us this.
For sure, cut
For
that out.
sure.
just change it.
Oh, we had lightweight. What do you know? Wait, do we skip lightweight?
No, we got to
we
Fadipe, and then
Yeah, Fadipe was a drug dealer.
Allegedly.
Shane Higgins hasn't fought in a hot minute, so
Homie
Homie
Drotsky's trying to
Drotsky.
get back in there. He broke his arm, eh?
look, it seems like this division's way
Elvis?
more active.
Guala Death Squad. Where's that guy at?
Well, at least he fought last year, so I mean, he's still in there.
Robert Swanepoel's active. Marcel also knows getting back in there.
HP just had surgery. August is fighting next week.
With the in the cage or with a buffet?
Well, he went up to lightweights. Surge fights. Dion Brunning's out. Dwayne Jones fought last year. Roderick's fighting the next card.
Gavin Hughes has gone to Bellator.
Makishi's on the next card. Yeah, Gavin Hughes is in Bellator.
Roderick Ken is fighting.
I mean, I just went through those names.
Dwayne Game Runner.
Somebody.
Martin's running
I have
his
to tell you
contract
guys a story about Dwayne Jones. Someone, an overseas fighter, was telling me that Dwayne Jones was there on holiday or whatever. I don't know. He was there for a while and like touched base to go train with these dudes, like at a jiu-jitsu school and MMA rounds and stuff. So like long after it's happened, he sent me a message. He's like, "Do you know this guy, Dwayne Jones?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's on the EFC roster." He's like, "How is?" I'm like, he's still young." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "No, he was here training with us." I'm like, "Oh, how was he?" "Dog shit."
Oh,
that
That's
was straight up what this. I almost fell off my chair. I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "No, dude. Like his jiu-jitsu was horrible. Like I could just molly-whopping him up and down the gym."
is he a jiu-jitsu guy?
Who, Dwayne Jones?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What is he?
He's from Sean DeLange's camp, I guess.
I saw him fight one fight, but I don't know much about him. I don't know what his thing is.
His strength is young and hungry.
My boy, wild, young and hungry.
He's highly versatile and powerful.
But he's on a win now, right?
Discipline, MMA.
I think the fight I saw him in, he won, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he won a weird decision in his last fight.
Oh,
Just go off of that and scroll down the side.
yeah, to beat Tommy
Tommy
Stradom. He
Stradom.
beat
Yeah, it was a
all South
decision.
African, eh?
All South African.
Split decision.
Oh man, I really want a Tommy Stradom walkout shirt.
Roderick Kenner and Anthony Mailer were his losses.
I mean,
Martin?
that's not too bad.
We don't know what's happening with Martin.
His contract expired.
Yeah.
Hardy retired after Martin smashed him into the ground. Cam is out,
Christian Holly.
Oh yeah, Cam is
semi-retired, I suppose.
yeah
Yeah, he's out of contract.
doing
Didn't
some
renew.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, if he just focus on jiu-jitsu, he's gonna be a super savage, bro.
Does he want to go compete overseas? Try get into like Eddie Bravos and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
You know what? I didn't know that Don got invited to the Combat Jiu-Jitsu Worlds.
Is it?
Yeah, he was one of the invitees, but he couldn't make the weight in that period of time. I think he was like a late replacement or something. And
Shit.
I mean, how epic is that? I mean, shit. Didn't even know that any South Africans were on the radar.
But you think you can do combat jiu-jitsu if you with the EFC or the UFC?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
What if you take a slap and break your nose?
Bro, you see all those UFC guys on all the pro grappling events now.
Yeah, but not
What?
combat.
What's happened with Regis?
The injury rate in combat jiu-jitsu is so low.
Fair enough.
Lil Vanderlei?
What happened to him?
I think he had a kid.
Is
I
he
think
the
he's
guy
too
who
short.
lost
I mean,
weight?
He's too short for middleweight.
let's hang back on the little part now. Like, I mean, the boys fighting at middleweight. No one's small at middleweight.
Him and August Kleinballer. Same WhatsApp group.
What are we looking at here?
I don't know.
I'm looking at
Oh.
this guy.
Little Vanderlei.
UFC 75.
How
Oh,
the
that is
fuck
for
did he
sure
fight Joe
hard.
Cummins, bro?
I don't know. Gunther Kalunda. Yo.
Yeah, wasn't he at FFM for a little bit?
Yeah, it was.
It was quite controversial.
I'll
Remember,
explain.
he posted a photo of him in a FFM shirt, like in a mirror, like a bathroom selfie, and his like caption was, "Yes, it's true."
But he was training.
And then he
there.
left like 2 weeks later.
Hmm.
And then the Oaks were slating. Remember, him and Luke Michael were supposed to fight,
Oh yeah.
and they had the whole argument that you couldn't handle the heat, and then Luke Michael left as well shortly after that.
Okay.
Ironically.
Mdoku doesn't fight really. Chris isn't really active.
Cole Henning's back.
Jeez, what
4
a
years,
gangster.
bro.
What a gangster.
You know the thing is, when you got the 4 year suspension, everyone was like, "That is a career ender." Well, you proved them wrong.
How old
And
is
that
Cole
has got
Henning?
He's young, dude.
bricks in his hands, if I want to understand. Saxon?
He
Is
got a
it-
good win, didn't he? Beat Saxon or someone like that.
Yeah, I think he did beat Saxon, eh?
He had like a very good win.
What do you do if you Saxon Delafield, dude?
Yo,
Like everything was going his way. Moved to Cape Town.
Mario. Round one, no contest.
no contest.
What? That's weird.
It's been like a groin strike or elbow or something.
Okay, I've lost my place.
Which fight was he banned off of?
It must be
Last
the
one.
last one, yeah.
Okay.
Is Saxon Delafield riding a 3?
No, that is.
I was a center, that can't be.
Muyambo. Regis.
Tough fights though, dude.
Yeah.
Go
jeez.
down.
Check it
Go
this
down.
out,
So
check it this out,
Regis realistically is not. He's a very small lightweight.
Yeah.
Very small,
Yeah,
bro.
the dude.
And then fought, okay, Rudy, which is fair enough. Bruno Makulu,
But
who's nowhere near lightweight. And then Saxon Delafield, who at the time was nowhere near lightweight.
well, check he's fought like mostly only top 5 guys: Rudy, Sandile,
Yeah.
Umpi, Dion Brunning,
Done.
Don, Luke, Igor.
How did Don, it was TKO, eh?
Yes, he.
Or was it the one where he was like almost
It was-
half
it was
guard,
that,
brutal.
that was the
It was
one.
like
He
elbows and-
was
Who
scheduled to
were
fight
Don's,
Leon, I
Don's
think.
most intense fights, bro? Like finishes. Tyson Chillin with the body kick. That
Who-
I honestly
This
thought.
that Regis fight was horrible to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
Because
because
the elbows
Regis
TKO,
stepped,
eh?
Regis stepped in
Yeah.
on like very short notice for
Yeah.
that fight.
Because Oaks just didn't know then.
Chassis,
They just didn't know
bro.
what they were getting into.
I think they, yeah.
That Regis TKO was heavy. It was elbows. I'm sure Don was almost
Mm.
like in like a full mount position, but Regis was on his side.
Yeah, I remember
And he
that.
just rained it down, dude. Oh.
Okay, Joe Cummins. Yeah, Doku.
Yeah. Aniset's active.
The most active.
Igor's not
Featherweight.
active, although it seems like he wants to come back. Kaput's not coming back.
This is why I talk about Igor. This is a funny situation because if you think about statistically what Graham has said about how they're going to set up fight cards going forward, with one title fight per card, so the next one's supposed to be obviously what we can see. It's between Igor Cabeza and Faiz Jacobs.
at featherweight.
No, between who gets that spot as the main card fight. It's either Faiz
the
defends
champions
or
are going to be so
Cabeza defends.
inactive, eh?
It's crazy, dude. If you think about it.
If you've got 10 cards a year, but you've got what? Heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight.
Yeah, but heavyweight, light
welter.
heavyweight, you can forget. Okay, maybe Simon Biong.
They're
Heavyweight's not going to
They're
happen.
going to make a new champion, surely.
Heavyweight,
Yeah.
yeah, but you see,
Whenever
but
they
that's
need
not
a
a.
new champion, they
yeah.
always bring Potts back. So let's see. That's true. Like whenever they're like trying to like reestablish, they bring Potts back and they try and like
Dude,
mix it up.
heavyweight is not in a good spot.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. So now it's going to be a tussle to see how they figure this out.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like we're going to Cape Town for the first quarter of the year. That seems to be
Off.
Otherwise, we would have heard already. That's my gut feeling. I'm not too sure if it's going to happen. Graham was quite tentative about it. So if it's not going to go to Cape Town, does that mean we're going to see Igor Cabeza? That means Faiz Jacobs out even longer.
What about Faiz Jacobs versus Igor Cabeza? Sorted.
No, dude,
Both fought at featherweight. Might as well do it.
that's
Alright.
not going to work out too well.
Yeah, I don't think that
That's
makes
okay. I'll
sense.
just shoot my ideas down. It's fine.
Look,
Okay.
mind you,
Look, you know what? Give you some better ideas.
physically those guys are actually quite similar in size. Faiz Jacobs could quite easily make featherweight. I think.
I think he's fought at featherweight.
But doesn't he walk around like 65? They asked me when I was in America 2 years ago. They asked me to fight him on like 3 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
And then they said, but I was in America at the time, and they said no, he wants to do it at 65. He walks around at 65. So I mean that was the communication I got. So 65 for a featherweight's not big at all. I don't think he would cut it off to make.
Yeah, but I
featherweight.
don't. But I don't think Igor's. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Igor's massive at featherweight.
He's not small though. He's definitely significantly bigger than Faiz.
You
Surely.
reckon? I
Yeah.
like to see them stand next to each other.
Faiz looks normal size against Zulu Boy.
Fair enough, actually. And Cull was like monstering over him.
Yeah.
But Cull is fucking big at featherweight, dude. He's tall. I mean, sorry,
This is a fairly
bantamweight.
active division as well.
Yeah, I like featherweight and bantamweight. Eh? Some fun stuff.
Boyd's not coming back anytime soon.
But he keeps playing with the idea of an MMA fight.
BB's not coming back anytime
No,
soon.
he's long gone, bro. Joe, dude. Lutando Biko. Devin Crinea.
What's happening?
Who's
with
the
Devin?
contenders
Devin
yet? Devin Crinea and Sylvester, hey?
Yeah. But they can't fight each other because they train together, now, right? Isn't that the...
yeah, we still haven't
the
quite
deal?
figured that one out.
fight? Who's Billy? Isn't Billy fighting someone now?
Yeah, he is.
On the next card. Go to the EFC. Go to
he's
the
not
EFC card.
fighting Machaba or someone.
Yeah, Orlando Mashaba.
Yeah. That
That's
guy's
powerful,
strong,
Dwayne Jones. Mozambican, bro. This dude's as strong as fuck.
Who, Dwayne Jones?
No. Orlando Mashaba.
Just he rolled him once. freaking
Bro,
strong.
have you seen a Mozambican climb a coconut tree, dude? It's fucking nothing, bro. You go climb a coconut
we're not
tree.
stereotyping
right
every
now. No, I'm not.
Mozambican
I'm
in
just
history.
saying. That's just the kind of background they come from, bro. They're strong as hell, bro.
This is a super inactive
Warren,
series.
Warren King.
Still active.
Have I told you about Warren's hint at a comeback?
Never.
Did you catch
I was
it?
chatting about it before.
Did you catch it on Instagram, bro?
Yeah.
Never.
He was like, this will make anybody want to come back. Get back
How
in there.
epic was that walkout though, bro?
Yeah, dude.
That was cool, eh?
Which
So what you're saying
means
is
that he's
EFC. What's after this one?
No,
Graham Cartmore. Give us
No,
a call.
no,
I'm
no.
I'm managing Warren. Now.
Graham, don't
85.
give us a call.
EFC 85. Warren wants.
Graham, don't give us a call.
Wants everybody actually. Just give
I'm out of there.
anybody.
Yeah, he wants
I'm
the
out of there. I
rematch
don't
with August.
Oh, Warren, come on! You can't tell me you're not a little bit tempted.
Dude,
to have the run it back.
They
You're
are
lifting.
They are
Graham,
using
don't-
footage of you getting ankle locked by.
Graham,
August.
don't
You
don't
got-
listen to
you
these,
got
like,
shasted.
You owe it to yourself.
You got
Guys,
shasted out of
guys,
submission
don't-
of the year.
Don't
in
give
2018.
don't give these oaks any
Don't listen to Warren. He's not thinking straight.
It's not
But you
happening.
missed out
It's not
on submission
happening.
of the year in 2018. You
Rook,
need a chance to
I asked you to
redeem
do
yourself.
Muay Thai today, and you said no. So now it's time.
You should have asked me. I would have done it with you. You know what's funny, bro? Shout out to my boy Guy Lazarus, who sends me some videos to use. He's like, you can use these for like the build up and stuff. And guess what? One of the videos on there is this dude getting submitted by August. I'm like, come on, dude, have a heart. Have a heart.
I'm so gonna heel.
And why are you sending that to me? I'm not going to use that.
I'm gonna so heel hook Guy when I see him on Saturday.
Oh, it was classic. Chart,
Shot?
gone.
Yes, that guy was
Kevin
good.
Pecco.
He was
Gone.
good, eh?
He was like on this like crazy rise to the top.
Yes, dude.
3-0.
Oaks wouldn't stop talking about him, man.
Ready
They're
to
like,
go.
He was
and
good,
then he's
bro.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
then he's like, check your all later. I'm going to Australasia.
Australasia.
See ya.
Marino.
Yeah, he's in there. Jason,
Jason's done.
Baldwin.
Is he done?
Yeah, I think he's done.
How do you know he's done?
This
Because I'm sure he's done.
division definitely needs Urshad Syed back.
But he was hinting at it, right?
Yeah.
Or Francois Carnevalt.
Okay, I'm so bored with this now.
Yeah, so am I. For
Okay.
sure. There's a
Wait,
lot,
we got
lot
a-
of them have left.
We've got a whole flyweight division to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
through.
No,
Marino
no.
again.
Change, get out of here.
Get
Get
out,
out of here.
done,
Get out of
done,
here.
done,
We're
done.
We've-
Okay,
UFC 84, you'll watch.
248,
You'll watch,
248.
you'll watch burgers and breakdowns. Yo, my man looks powerful. Good luck,
Staff,
Dallas.
Staffgate, eh?
Staffgate, yeah. Go to ESPN's Instagram. Let's see.
Have they got a photo of it?
There's like a quick video.
He's like, I had malaria 8 times. This staff ain't fucking with me. I was like, if you had malaria 8 times,
no,
shut
go
up.
down. The next one on the right, there.
I recognize.
Put
one
the
of those
volume
bad
on.
boys.
Should be on. Powerful Ariel Helwani. For sure, press
You
play.
know what the number one question I got when I told the world that you're going to be on the show today?
What's on my arm?
Yes. You see, you're the freaking best, man. You're the freaking best. You better.
That
not
is
get-
Staff, dude.
What?
What is that?
That must be Staff, bro.
Yes.
For
What is
sure,
that?
he needs some.
Listen.
It was just a little something, a little scrape of myself. You know, but whatever. I'll rub it on his face when it's time. I'll rub it on his face.
I mean, is the fight in jeopardy?
No, I'm here, right?
Okay, I don't know.
Hey, I'm here, man. I'm here.
What is it?
That's gonna go ahead.
He definitely needs a
I've never had
Nivea
staff in
sponsorship to.
Homewood.
Yeah.
I never will. I mean, hell.
Listen what he
I've
tells
had
it.
malaria
This
damn
is
near
the
8
best.
times. I don't know what else I've had. Like, you think staff's gonna with me?
Okay. Has this affected you though? Like, I mean, did you need to take time off, hospital?
I didn't even take antibiotics. I just
Oh,
said
jeez.
So
no.
it is Staff. That's him confirming it's Staff.
No, and it went away.
That's incredible. So if you're ever hurt, just say no, and it'll all go away. Apparently. So
No,
there's
but it-
concern, though.
Eugene told me,
Listen.
say no. Whenever I used to I'm sick. I was like, when I get sick, I just say no. And I just show up.
He says he told the staff no.
Although if it
What
is
a
a,
legend.
if it is like a proper one, like it's with the one I have, it won't
You know
stop.
what the number one
It won't
question
stop
I
without
got
antibiotics.
When I told the world that you're gonna
Yeah,
be on
but
the show
like,
today?
okay, we can switch it off. He's saying I didn't even take antibiotics, which means it is Staff. He's acknowledging that it's Staff, but he just chose not to take
But he said it went
antibiotics.
away.
Yeah, I don't think you can clear staff without antibiotics.
So the one I had,
It's so
the
aggressive.
one I
Yeah,
had,
yeah, but I'm
it
saying,
keeps
so-
eating your muscle
So
until
do you think like
kills
they've
you.
calculated? Okay, look, it is Staff. It's at point X. You'll make it through the fight before it gets to point Y,
But that looks like it was open at some stage.
and now it's closed again.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I mean, like, Staph starts like with a small opening, but then it like kind of like festers under the skin,
Yeah.
and then opens up into, and then it starts like eating away.
I caught mine early, but it still gave me it still got it on my leg. Gives you a solid little hole.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's
You were
fucking
lancing
weird.
that
Maybe it
thing
was
was
like
a
a
lot of
spider
fun.
bite or something. Let's give it a bit. You know, New Zealand, I'm sure there's some deadly shit out there.
Ooh, yeah.
But yeah, pretty weird. Pretty weird.
I think he's gonna dollop you all.
Yes.
Hope he dollops you.
We're gonna do the picks cards, but you went. Let's pull up this card, please, boy. You went. We all went Adesanya.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we all split on the ladies. Well, me and the bookie
Joanna.
have got Zhang Wei Li. But why?
Her Muay Thai.
Dude, I don't think so. I think she's gonna get bulldogged. My girl, Zhang Wei Li's not messing
Okay,
around.
let's make a
bro.
bet.
She's doing some Tai Chi, some other Chinese wrestling.
If
She's jacked.
if
She might
if
be
your
using
pick
steroids.
wins, Warren has to make a comeback.
Oh, fuck off.
A comeback. That's quite a bet, eh, boy. What happens if we lose?
Rourke has to make a comeback at pro.
TSC.
Exactly.
Give me a Ruvan.
So we're not doing any of that.
But Neil, Dariush, I picked that guy.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, we all went Dariush.
He got
you,
married.
You went Neil Magny. We
I
all went.
I went Neil Magny.
No, you changed, boy.
You changed, China.
You told me I couldn't change.
No. I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
You told me I couldn't
Li
change.
Jinglang. No. Well, it's in now. It's done already,
Cool.
boy.
Well, now I got him, man.
I went with Magni. Just riding that like 7-fight winning streak he had in one stage, and he had some decent names in there. I reckon he could grind this dude out.
I went.
I went Oliveira.
Alex.
Max Griffin's from Sacramento, but he doesn't train with Team Alpha Male.
Weird. Eh?
Hmm.
Yes, dude.
He's got like
Derek Brunson,
they have
Edmund
like a
Shabazian.
hate relationship with Team Alpha Male. Like all those oaks hate that dude. Yeah.
Derek Brunson versus Edmund Shabazian was
Yeah, it
the
was
money
cancelled.
fight. Yeah,
Cancelled.
one of them's injured. I think Edmund Shabazian.
Shabazian is en route to being a champion soon, bro.
They say, well, they think he's going to be the youngest champ. That's what the hype says. He's
Bro,
a killer, dude.
He's been steamrolling Oaks.
He's a killer. Straight up
Oh
killer.
man, sucks. It's cancelled.
Hopefully,
Um,
it's just something that they can get it rescheduled
Yeah.
soon.
Hopefully. It looks like it really is. Go back there.
Price of weed.
Oh, there. It's been moved already. Fight night 172.
Sunday, 12 April. Cool.
That's awesome.
Nice. That's a fucking killer fight, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, 248. Let's have a look. What are we looking at? So yeah, okay, we've made our picks. We'll put those on. Let's talk about the main event.
Sure.
Adesanya Romero. We I think most of the world is quite confident that Israel is going to win on paper.
Yeah. You know what? I watched. You know, Israel fought for the glory middleweight
Yeah,
title. Like he was hanging with the best strikers in the world, right? Now his wrestling defense is against some of the best wrestlers in the world. So I mean, like I just don't see how Yoel is going to win this fight.
Yeah, I suppose with Yoel Romero, it's always one of those things. It's like that. It's like the Deontay Wilder effect. It just takes it one shot. You know what I mean? So it's a kind of fight where a guy who's so technical like Israel is not allowed to make a mistake. You know what I mean? One small mistake and it's over.
But how many Oaks has Yoel knocked out with his hands?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
He flying knee against Weidman.
Yeah.
But how many Oaks? And his wrestling isn't like the American style of wrestling
Yeah.
where they wrestle you to the mat.
Just
they
look at the top, bro. Just go.
and then they get that
go
top control and they smash from the top. He like puts you on your back and then he lets you get back up and
What's
he
that
puts you on your
percentage?
back and
What's that percentage? The KO percentage at the top?
no. But I want to know. I want to know
85%.
how many times he's knocked guys out clean with a punch.
He's
Like,
been
yeah.
stopped once before, eh? Is
KO
that-
punches, he knocked out Luke Rockhold.
Yeah.
Flying knee knocked out Chris Weidman.
But I mean, okay.
that was a bit of a.
I was a Luke Rockhold fan for a while. Like Luke Rockhold got knocked out by many people at the end of his career.
Remember that meme with Demi Lovato
KO elbows against layers.
saying that she would kiss him on the chin and he'd be unconscious?
See, a lot of it's like TKO. Like the flying knee. Like I've never seen him like
Staunch.
flatline someone.
Besides Luke Rockhold.
Yeah, but once again, Luke Rockhold got flatlined by many people.
Well, I'm sure I've shown this one before, right? So
And-
look at his
yeah.
last win, February 10th, 2018.
Okay. So,
Go
so,
check
so
this. Check February 10th, 2018. Look at Adesanya's debut. Same card, and he's gone on a proper tear after that. Where's your gone? 2 losses.
yeah, cool. But this is the argument that surrounded this fight. So, Robert Whittaker, a lot of people thought he won. You know what I mean? Paulo Costa, a lot of people thought he won. Most people, actually, like, large majority of the MMA community think that he actually won both of those. So that's the first point they bring up. Who does he fight? Who should he be fighting? It's supposed to be Borrachinha, but he tore his bicep. Darren Till's only had one fight in the weight class. Whittaker's just been smashed by him. Gastelum, we've already seen it. And he's also riding like a 2 or 3 fight win streak. So who else do you put in there?
True.
And he doesn't. I mean, a guy like Yoel Romero doesn't want to. He wants to be active, and so does Stylebender. You know what I mean? And there's no doubt, bro, that Romero is a fucking boogeyman, dude.
Yeah.
You're not like jumping up with joy to fight that oak. It's dangerous, and it's very dangerous for Adesanya because he's done all this hard work to risk all of that against a guy like Yoel Romero when he could just sit on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I hear it because you're fighting a guy with 2 losses for a title. 100% I hear it, but let's consider the broader picture because it's a fucking great fight. First of all,
Yeah. No,
stylistically, it's an
fight.
insanely great fight, and it's a fucking dangerous fight, dude.
Dude, I think Israel is just going to keep him at range and just pick him apart, and will eventually get the TKO come
I
like
was going to
round
say,
3
do
or 4.
you think he stops him?
Yeah,
I think he stops him as well.
I mean, Yoel looked super tired at the end of round 2 against Borrachinha.
Yeah.
So,
The boy's also 42 years old.
but you know, credit, he's an absolute specimen, right? But I mean, you're fighting a 30-year-old Israel Adesanya who has been so active. I mean, if you just take away his MMA career, how active he was as a kickboxer, doing 8 fights a year, 7 fights a year. Like, all he knows is to be active.
Yes, dude. How's this stuff? Eh?
That's a high win rate. Eh? And
Look at that.
at the
Start
end of
from
his...
TKO punches, TKO head kick, KO to the body, TKO elbows, doctor stoppage, punches, corner stoppage, dude. punches, head kick, knees and punches. Decision, split decision. So his decisions came high up, late up in the UFC, eh?
Yeah.
So let's take a guy like Marvin, what's his name? Marvin Vittori. Very similar sort of build, like big, heavy dude throwing power shots, strong grappling. And he grounded him out for 3 rounds, dude.
Yeah, but remember, Israel still said then that he didn't know wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was that fight that
And he's
actually-
also for sure not a Cuban Olympic wrestler.
Oh, this guy looks exactly like your.
Just shade light. No, but he's a big
Yeah,
dude. But he's that
and
sort
there
of
he
like
was
bulldozer
dehydrated.
style.
It was
Yeah.
the word.
Exactly
Yeah, I
raw.
think Israel picks him apart.
And you, okay, cool. Yeah, I think we all agree. I think
Yeah.
I think he's gonna stop him though.
Yeah.
So, I got someone was telling me about how a lot of people ask about like betting stuff on MMA, like locally, especially on the betting sites. So I thought it'd be quite a cool thing to just. So what we can do is obviously go our picks and as if we were betting. These were the bets that I would make. So we would do pick the whole main card kind of thing. So we pick 5 fights.
Yeah.
So if there's people listening that want to bet on our knowledge, this is the way we see it. You know what I mean?
Don't bet your house.
Yeah, you don't have to bet. We're not saying you
$100,
must bet.
$100.
I'm just saying if we had to bet, this is the way we would do it.
$100.
Let's see who makes the most money.
So do it. Put it into bet exchange. So next, John Jacek
I'm so bad
versus
at gambling.
Weili Zhang.
Oh, I
So
came
you guys
so close to
have
winning.
gone
You won.
John Jacek.
Yeah.
But why? So let's figure out, because I know why I've taken Zhang Weili. I see something else there. I honestly think in Weili, I honestly think we're actually watching like someone that's going to be spoken on in the near future as one of the greats.
Dude, I just think there's her camp has been so abnormal for this fight, number 1. And number 2, I don't think she's fought a striker at the level of Joanna yet. You know, like if Zhang Weili, when like her most recent fights have been very like striking heavy.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't see her competing with Joanna in that type of range, but I could be wrong. I also don't know them well enough. Like I haven't followed their careers well enough to be like shit. You know, like at least Adesanya, like I watched Adesanya in his kickboxing days and saw him transition to the like MMA and that. So I had a good understanding, and I've seen Yoel, all his MMA, his UFC fights. So I'm like quite confident. But this Joanna, I've only seen Joanna in the UFC. I've only seen like 2 of Weili Zhang.
Yeah.
Which way is it around? Is it Zhang Weili or Weili Zhang? Because they're always switching.
Zhang Weili.
Zhang Weili.
Well,
So I
this
don't
is
know.
saying
So-
Weili Zhang because
is
obviously check Israel.
Yeah.
Adesanya.
But I just think she's gonna have massive power advantage, and she's gonna figure out what's the best way to use that. To be honest.
On a
That's
side
the way I
note,
see
that
it.
might back your idea of the champion remaining. Joanna also hasn't looked to herself though since moving to ATT.
So in this breakdown, she spoke about it. She had a bad manager, her ex-fiance. There was some issues going on there. Like her whole camp.
But she's
was-
always got an excuse though. That she
Yeah, but
fired
this
that
is exactly it.
nutritionist.
Yeah. So she talks about, she's like, oh, you know, you need to trust your nutritionist and stuff. But that's what they're saying. Like, she never takes accountability for her losses. She always has like some kind of thing. Do you remember when she fought Michelle Waterson, that last minute big, they were trying to change the weight of the fight.
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, everything's fine. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And they were like, no, you for sure try to change the weight of that fight because you weren't going to make weight. You know what I mean? So she was obviously going through some shit. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Like we say, I mean, Zhang Weili's had some problems evading the coronavirus.
So she had to like spend 2 weeks in one country,
So she
another
went from
2 weeks in
China,
another country.
Then she went to Thailand, and then Thailand, they told her, no, you got to move. She went to UAE and then to Vegas.
I was told tonight that some European countries aren't allowing international flights from third world countries. So like Amsterdam's
You
barred.
racist bastard.
Amsterdam's barred.
South
This is
Africans.
what I've heard. I mean, I haven't seen like.
Could be a vicious rumor.
But I mean, imagine you coming from like Asia for a fight, and they're like, "Sorry, you're not allowed into our country."
Yeah,
anymore,"
peace.
even though you're 100% healthy.
Okay, so we
So
picking.
you've picked Adesanya. Okay, we're on Bet Exchange, and Bet Exchange has Zhang Weili as a fucking huge favorite.
Okay.
Once again, don't bet the house on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Dariush.
So we all went Dariush. Dariush.
I went Magny and you
just
guys
on a
went
note,
Jingling.
both of these fights are fucking great. Dariush and Neil
Okay.
Magny versus Li Jingliang.
Are we going to do my one first and then
Yeah.
So
So,
you went
Dariush.
Dariush,
Magny.
you and
Magny.
Oliveira?
Yeah,
And
and
that's
leave
it.
it there. Yeah.
So what,
Oh, shout out to
15,
powerful Sean O'Malley.
15
Yeah, it's not massive. $100, and you will win 1,766
Not
rand.
even worth betting on
37.
that,
That's on Bet
bro.
Exchange.
You need to catch one of those undercard fights.
But
one of the-
this is how you got to bet. You got to make that 1,000, bro.
Bam. Do this
no,
guy.
why? But you don't even know who he is. He's fighting Rodolfo Vieira, bro. What are you talking? The Oak's undefeated. He's one of the greatest jiu-jitsu
You
practitioners
could
in all
definitely
history.
go. You could definitely go with Sean O'Malley. That would be a pretty safe bet because they want him to do well. But he's a heavy favorite, eh? Yes. Who else we got down there? You've picked someone there, dude.
I didn't pick anyone.
The top.
I just clicked the fight. I haven't picked anything. So
If
yeah.
I'm betting, that's where I'm calling it, dude. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Still.
you can make
2-2 for $100. It's not, bro. Show me where else you can invest $100 and get 2-2 tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's also fighting. It's also fighting.
People who love
Yeah,
betting,
no,
like
for sure.
people who love betting a bit too much, like he's right. Actually, when are we gonna make
Well,
that
have,
go?
Yeah,
you,
he's right.
have you ever been on the floor when there's like gambling addicts are like going hard at it?
Yeah, dude.
I went to. I mean, I won't mention names of who this was, but an owner of a prominent business in Johannesburg, he wanted to go to the Prevail one night, and we were with him. And he got in there, but he's got a hardcore gambling problem. So he's like, 10 grand. I'm only going to do 10 grand. I'm not, in my mind, 10 grand is like, what the fuck, right? So he goes 10 grand. He's playing roulette. So like 10 grand lasts like 10 minutes, right? Gone. He's like, okay, draws 40K, puts it down, gone.
Jesus.
Calls the pit boss. Pit boss extends him a line, 50K. Next one, 50K. Dude, he lost 450K in like 1.5 hours, bro. And while I'm sitting there, like completely like gobsmacked at what am I actually witnessing here? Like he's dropped my whole year's salary on the table in like 1.5 hours. There's a Spanish guy behind me, and like they were asking him to close the poker table. They wanted to close this table specifically in the privé. He's like, if you think I am moving out of this chair after losing 1 million rand tonight, you are mistaken. And I turned to my mate, who's also like super wealthy, not the guy gambling. I was like, did I just hear that Oak lost 1 million rand behind me? He's like, yeah. Bro, like they are so sure that their luck's gonna change, bro. So sure. So eventually, like we went back to.
Well, this betting segment's definitely gonna get us some hits on Bet Exchange.
No, well, we had like a dinner with the same guy that lost the 450,000. Like I said to him, like, how much do you think you actually like down or up against the casino? He's like, nah, I'm probably a good 4 million rand down. I was like,
Jesus.
and you're still doing this? 4 million rand? What are you doing?
That's
It's
insane,
craziness, bro. But they're so sure their luck's going to turn.
Okay,
But statistically, you'll always be down on the
No,
casino.
you never win, bro.
Well, talking about solid investments, let's see what happens if you bet on just the underdogs.
Oh,
Those are tough picks, bro. The whole card. You can't, it'll never lie you, bro.
Watch this.
The line will get too long.
Yeah, it'll just be like, sorry
Bam.
for you, mate.
Okay, check it this.
So every underdog on the card, 100 rand will get you, what's that?
500,000 rand.
No, that's not a half. That's 6,308,378
Oh, 6 million.
on $100 bet.
Maximum possible profit,
There you go.
5 million. So if anyone's looking to make 5 million rand this weekend,
No,
That'll
that
never-
is
dude,
your
I
return
promise
on
you, they'll
investments.
never let you place that bet.
If you guys are gonna be negative about it, no, it's too late. Okay, what if just the main card?
No. Let's go with my picks. You chop.
Okay, there, just the main card. 7,000.
And realistic, Yoel Romero, Joanna, Drakkar Closer, Neil Magny, and Max Griffin could all realistically win those fights.
They could. That's why fighting's so horrible to bet on.
So if you've got $200,
Okay, let's
The amount of times I've like had like a parlay and then like just one fighter out of the 7 fucks it up.
I bet on some dude. The one.
thanks,
Jeez.
boy.
No, there was a dude in Cape Town. I decided, cool, I'm gonna bet the whole card, right? $100. As this guy, I checked this guy walk in for weigh-ins and like how intense he was, and I made a bet with myself. I made like a deal with myself. I'm not gonna bet on guys made on their debut, right? I'm not gonna do it. So this guy walks up, and then I check how confident he is. He's fighting Wade Caspeos, also it's his debut. So I'm like, no, that guy looks too chill. There's no ways. I'm gonna bet on this guy. He looks very aggressive. So I add him to
Sound
my
logic.
MMA maths,
Sound
bro.
logic.
I bet on this guy. He loses, right? In like Wade dispatched him inside a minute. I think it was something stupid, and then proceeded to be right about the rest of the card. I cried so hard.
But that's happened so many
It's
times.
MMA
like
maths.
You know, it's happened
10
twice to
grand.
me.
For
where
sure, do my
I
picks.
always got like 7 fights, right? It's happened twice to me where I got 6 of them right.
Do you, mate?
And the person that killed me on both of them was Neil.
DPC.
No, Neil Diesel.
Oh,
I would like bet on him, and then like it was always that he got the 2 injuries in a row. Oh, that's no.
That means my picks are legit. Is what that means.
That means he just copied the bookie's answers.
No, I didn't.
Or Al is the bookie.
Me and Henry Fadipe, boy. Hey, Henry,
Conspiracy.
owe me some money, boy. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, cool. Those are the picks. We'll put up the cards.
Yeah.
For sure, don't bet on our advice. That's
No.
just the way we would do it if it was our money.
Jordan Griffin.
That's when you just give them one of those.
Modified guillotine choke, guys.
Oh, yeah, quickly, let's play that.
And
I
I
wanna
want
see
to
this.
and I want
How
to
do
see
we
the
find
TKO of Ion Kutalaba
How
or
do you
whatever.
find these things?
So I sent you
scared to
the link to the guillotine choke that it shouldn't get us flagged on YouTube.
Oh, man, 100%.
No, I don't know.
No,
I think
it's
it'll be okay.
it's not a UFC
Oh,
video.
The
It's
breakfast
someone breaking it
breakdown.
down.
okay. Let's find this.
Because it's like a modified guillotine choke from bottom half, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
He used like a modified grip.
Or like he was in. Yeah. Side control, was he?
Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bottom side or bottom half. It was like It wasn't a conventional position for the. There we go.
Boom.
Hey, breakfast. What's this? The breakfast breakdown. Sure, don't flag us.
Alright, so the guillotine's here, normal guillotine I'll be pulling here. So what happened is he's down because of the takedown, he pulls here and then switches this. And then as he's starting to come round, he traps that foot. And then
She's in the wrong side of the half guard for a
Yeah.
conventional guillotine.
Chakai is bridging like that to trap him against the fence there, hey?
But it was.
Oh, John Gooden. John Gooden for sure won't kick us off YouTube.
But he used like Cody McKenzie's grip modification.
Yeah.
Where he
So
pushed
he's
up.
going there and then he's changing.
Yeah.
Was
So
that
like
like a
butterflies the grip.
flag almost?
Kind
don't
of,
know.
but he butterflies the grip, right? So with the guillotine, you'd obviously do the flag,
Yeah.
right? Connect onto the base of your hand, high elbow and across, right? What he's doing there is he's getting the flag, but then he's instead of going high elbow, he's dropping his hand to the base of the connection, and he's pushing up. But he's obviously locked him on the opposite side of how you would normally connect on the guillotine, and then he hits
Like
the
the arming one that we do. You flag and you come over the top of the arm.
kind of, yeah.
And through. Okay.
But obviously, he doesn't have the arm in, so you can get higher on higher.
Yeah.
spots.
Watch it. Let's check this.
Okay, that's definitely going to get us flagged though.
Yeah. Okay, so there.
We'll
now he
risk it and
changes
see if we can
over.
get the biscuit. Yeah.
Oh, there,
and
check.
it
He
is
actually
bottom
loses
side.
it, eh? Yeah, it's bottom side, and then like watch, Checky like gets him against the fence because he can't.
And he gets that-
doesn't he have to come back towards us?
Yeah,
Shouldn't he be stepping back over?
So,
The dude
so-
in the guillotine.
yeah, but he's trapped his leg with his left leg. So he stepped
No, it's
over
not
his
even.
leg.
Nothing's trapped. Bro. Look,
Yeah,
at that.
look, he
It's clear.
stepped over it. He stepped over it and hooked his leg, so he can't step over.
Dossing, dude. Dossing. Hey,
Yeah.
you inside control and you dossing.
Yeah.
Imagine your coach like.
Check
"Don't
his
worry,
legs
dude."
free, bro. Can you
Bro,
see?
Bro,
It's
just- it's
Now he
kinda
pins
like
it against the
Marcellity.
fence now.
Have you ever seen the Marcellity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There he
It's
hooks
kinda
it.
like, but imagine like, don't worry, bro. He's on the wrong side. You know, you've got nothing to worry about. Just relax.
Do you
you're
think
fine.
that's something he's trained or it just kind of came together?
No, he definitely trained. That grip transition is definitely something he's trained.
Okay.
Powerful.
Who do you want to see get knocked out?
Ion Kutal. What? How do you say?
Kutaleba.
How do you
Kutaleba.
spell that?
ION.
There we go.
There. Magomed. Note, that's the same dude.
Are we getting flagged for this?
Okay.
Maybe just turn it off here,
yeah,
bro.
turn it off there. So this is my argument. I know everyone should.
So just go and if you want to watch us, just go on YouTube, Iron Kutaleba. I'm sure you've seen it. Versus Ankalev.
Kutalaba versus Magomed Ankalaev may have been the worst stoppage in UFC history.
Okay, but I don't agree with. I'm not 100% on board with that.
Should we mute this little guy, man?
No. Just let's go get to the video.
Agree with them. Let's watch the slow-mo footage, and I'm going to give you my breakdown, play by play, of what.
But like also, if you see,
And we
So what? She gets cracked here, right?
gets tagged
he gets caught.
the open palm.
Watch
of
out.
Ankalaev's hand. I want to show you that. I want to show you guys that again.
This oak's a flat earther for sure.
First punch,
Yeah, we don't. I don't think we need to listen to him, bro.
Yeah.
punch comes
Let's mute him.
Yeah.
Axed.
So now watch. He looks like a fucking bobblehead after that. So he's definitely been rocked.
But they're saying a lot of dudes are saying that he's playing possum. He's trying to draw Ankalev in.
Okay, but then that's
that
his
overhand.
fault. Then
Yeah.
that's his fault for being a fucking retard, right? Like, that's what lost him
I don't
the
know if you
fight.
can say
That's
that.
what because he did it 3 times in that interaction.
Yeah.
He kept getting tagged and then doing this.
But
like,
he wasn't actually. Check how he's defending, bro. Okay, that hurts. But this, like he's defending. He defends all 3 of those kicks.
But if you rocked and those small shots come in, you're still like going to be wobbled.
No,
bro.
for sure. So a lot of like the pros are saying that he's playing possum. He's trying to draw Ankalev in for the overhand. But even when he throws the overhand, it doesn't look 100% okay. Like it looks like it's just like a Hail Mary. You know what I mean?
But then I
No,
blame
it's just the way
then
it
I
is.
then I blame Kutalaba because the reality is that the ref has to respond based on what he sees, right?
Yeah.
If he sees that you wobbled on your feet three shots in a row, right, and he sees that one didn't land like 100% and you're still getting wobbled, there has to be a cause of concern.
Something going
There we
on.
go.
There's
there.
something
Check,
up
check,
here.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's like completely out on his feet.
See, that's what they're saying. But watch how quickly. Now watch it. Look, he's like instantly fine. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then he shouldn't do stupid shit like
He's
that.
instantly fine.
But he shouldn't do stupid shit like that.
Yeah, but that's what they were saying. Like he's fine, dude. Like he's 100% there.
I agree. Like it was early, but I don't think it's the worst one ever.
Yeah.
You know, like some guys have had like some stoppages that have been like you just don't understand what's happening.
Yeah,
But you can kind of understand like why there was a stoppage there.
I can, but even like watching a lot of UFC, even in that situation, that ref should have let it play out.
No, I do agree with that, but there was obviously cause for concern with the referee. You know.
Yeah, but for sure he could have let that play out.
Yeah. But I'm of the
Even
I'm of
if
the
he was
nature,
rocked,
I'm
yeah,
of the
you wanna
nature
save
that
him.
Oak should be knocked out.
Yeah,
Like if
for
you're gonna
sure.
stop the fight for a KO, like they should be
Yeah.
knocked out, or like on the verge of about to being knocked out, right? Like there, you could have waited for him to at least get knocked to the mat,
Yeah.
you know, and then it would have
Yeah,
been like a little bit more
exactly.
acceptable. But like that is a stupid reasoning that he was playing past him and trying to draw this guy in to make him think he was hurt, because not only did that guy think he was hurt, not only did Uncle think he was hurt, but the ref thought he was hurt.
And you didn't get
And it
close to landing
fucking
your
backfired,
overhand.
yeah.
You threw like 3 of them.
Don't do that in the future.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
that's-
Don't play past him.
That's a shit flipping tactic.
Anyways, lads, I think that's that.
I think the
What
best
else is-
one. Did you ever see Smith when he got hit with that body shot and he backed up to the cage, and then Matt Serra's guy Pete Spratt
Yeah.
like ran towards him like thinking that he had been hurt, like super hurt, and he fucking just offloaded that overhand, doof, and like just flatlined him clean.
Although the one time, do you remember when Tumelo Maputa fought JP Kruger, and
half
Tumelo,
and half.
Chopped him down with the leg kick.
was it a leg or a liver kick that dropped him?
No, he hit him against the cage and then hit him with that kick, and then JP collapsed to the
So
ground.
everyone was like, "Oh no, JP faked that just so he could get Tumelo to the ground." And I remember asking JP later, he's like, "No, that hit flipping hard. I wasn't faking anything."
You went down, son. You went down. Yeah. Anyway, UFC 248. It's gonna be a cracker. Bet the house on Warren's picks as always.
Then
Never.
we got a potentially,
$2,000 winning.
Hmm?
That makes no sense.
I guess, for next week.
Well,
Not confirmed
yeah,
yet?
yeah, no, yeah. But we've got a fire guest. It's gonna get.
Can
it's
we
gonna-
hint? Can we drop a
it's gonna-
hint?
It rhymes with Schmarchmena.
Potential former champ on the show. Potential
Yeah,
future champ.
Should be interesting. Should
Him
be
and Warren
super
making
interesting.
comebacks. Be
Yeah.
sick.
But I'm not making a
Yes,
comeback.
comeback season
Wait, hold on.
2020.
Before we access. Look at this guy.
Powerful
Check
Warren
it.
King with the side part.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. That dude's making a comeback. Okay, we're out of here. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, look at this guy.
No, I'm okay. I'm done. Cheerio. I'm done. I'm
Go to
not-
the-
I'm
whoa.
not- I don't even have any photos on here. It makes just exits it, Rourke.
Cool. Catch you
Find me
later.
tomorrow. Warren.
Make sure you hit subscribe. See you later. Peace.
Cheers.